Alright, so the past 2 weeks we've gone through the Nhsca national tournament. We wrestled in the senior division, and this past weekend we just wrestled in the Flo national division. Flo national tournament. You know, for these past 2 weeks they've been really tough, and you know, we knew coming out, especially coming out to the national scene, we were gonna have some great competition, and you know that's what we kind of came looking for, and you know, we did really well. We both placed at both tournaments.
Who are you?
I'm Velasquez.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Morgan from Fountain Valley, California.
And you know, coming out here with the wrestling prep boys, and you know, coming and being the only ones from our team to make the trip, you know, we definitely came to just get better, and I mean.
Yeah, I think traveling's like a big deal, you know. I've done national tournaments before and stuff, but I think it's like, it really kind of brings you to that next level. You see really what is out there, you know. In California, we're really tough, but at the same time, there's a whole next level. And I think to finally get over that barrier for me and place at both tournaments, finally become an All-American was a huge deal. And I feel like that's the only way to really kind of jump to the next level and really go from like the high school to the college, even, and start to get toward that world is through national tournaments and things like that, and really see where you stand in not just the state but the nation.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, especially, you know, if you want to hit the national scene, you want to get ranked, you know, you want to, you know, when we want colleges to see you nationally, I mean, this is the perfect way to do it. You go to NHSCAs, there's college coaches everywhere. You come to Flo, there's college coaches everywhere. I mean, this is the way to, you know, to get your name out there. And so I think coming to national tournaments, it's really important, and especially, I mean, to get into the big colleges, and you know, it was a great experience, and you know, you get a lot better. So,
well, this year you double All-American, both of you, both at the National High School Senior Division and also at Flo Nationals. Drew, you're already committed to wrestle for Cal Poly next year. Angel, what did you notice? How did people react to you in both these situations and winning NHSCA?
Yeah, you know, I still remember doing the interview, you know, right before you know, getting on the plane to go to NHSCAs, and you know, we really didn't have, you know, we didn't really know what was in store for us. Especially, I didn't know what was in store for me. You know, these past 10 days, they've been amazing. I mean, you know, I won the senior division NHSCA title at 132, and then I came here, you know, a few days later and placed 4th at 132 at Flo Nationals. So,
with a fractured rib.
Yeah, I wrestled my last 4 matches with the fractured ribs. And then, so I mean, I didn't really know what was in store for me, but these past 10 days, they've been amazing. I've gotten a lot of national exposure. So many college coaches talking to me now, and you know, so it's been really great.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yes, ma'am.
When you were growing up and we were always talking about grades, and before you knew you were going to have a breakout year this year, what do you want to say to people about endeavoring to get grades or getting tutoring help or things they might need earlier than before they really realize that they're going to have opportunity? Because now you have some opportunity you didn't know you were going to have.
Yeah. You know what? Grades, let me just tell you this. Grades are the most important thing. It doesn't matter what type of wrestler you are. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean, how good you are. With grades, you can go anywhere you want it. You know, you can get into anywhere, and you can pretty much do, you know, anything you want, especially, you know, like, especially coming here. You know, before I thought, you know, wrestling was the way to get you in, you know what I mean? Obviously you get good grades, but I thought, you know, being a great wrestler, no matter what, that's going to get you in. You know, now that I've been at wrestling prep, and you know, you help, you know, so many kids get to college with, you know, grades, and you know, they're not the best wrestlers, but they got great grades, you know. That's really, you know, shown me that, you know what I mean, it's the grades that come first. I mean, I always kind of knew that, but I felt like, you know, sometimes in the back of my head, you know, wrestling was more important. But now that, you know, after, you know, it's my senior year and I'm almost done, you know, grades are the most important thing, and you know, that's what's going to get you to the next level. I mean, it's to anywhere you want to go. And
I couldn't agree more. I just want to ask one last question to you and Drew. How do the college coaches we meet, and we know a lot of college coaches, how do they react when they hear about somebody like Eric Yang, up and coming about breakout year, but with his grades and his willingness to study for test scores? How do they look at Eric when they, besides the guy he almost, you know, took down on the floor last night in the hotel room?
They really don't know what to say. I think they're more speechless than anything. I mean, college coaches love that. They love the ambition, and you know, they love, well, you know, Eric Yang, who's, you know, up and coming. I mean, that's what they want, and you know, they want the guy out there getting the best grades. You know what I mean? And not just getting the best grades, but working hard. Eric Yang is such a hard worker, and I think that's why college coaches eat him up. You know what I mean? They crave that, you know, at that level, and I think I mean, that's most important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the grades just really show that, like, because in wrestling, like, it's something you love to do, especially going through the grind of a season and everything. It's like, you gotta love wrestling in order to do it and be successful at it. But grades, that's a totally different thing. That really shows that you're able to sit down and really grind and work through something that you don't like, but you do because you know it's gonna further your life and help you get to that school. So it helps even more than showing your work ethic for wrestling, but just your work ethic in general, doing the stuff you don't want to do. I think that's just a great character.
Yeah, and when college coaches hear that, you know, Eric Yang's sitting there studying his SAT cards, his SAT book, you know, in the weight line at Super 32, where, you know, he's right before a match, you know what I mean, looking at stuff like that, you know, worrying about his grade. I mean, what else can you say? You know what I mean? It's I'm not gonna say it's rare, but I mean, it's
but that's something you can control.
Exactly.
And do something about.
I think, you know, he's a perfect example of what every kid, you know, should try to do. And, you know, I don't know.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Y'all have any other last words of advice?
Just go wrestling prep.
Yeah. Wrestling prep where it's at.
Oh.
Wrestling prep for that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.